Hey everybody, what's going on? Dace here and welcome back. When I first encountered Mavercade's controllers on Twitter, I immediately suspected they were in a league of their own. Everything from the super clean and professional look to the tight and creative button layouts really spoke to me, so I was undoubtedly eager to check one out at some point. In this video, we're covering the KeebBrawler O2MX, a creative take on a mix-up style controller that includes a spacebar and shift keys. We'll explore everything from the construction and build quality to the functionality and performance, and dig into why Mavercade controllers raise the bar significantly. I covered close to 20 controllers last year, and I can definitely say that Mavercade is top tier. A huge thanks to Mavercade for providing me with this review unit. The O2MX comprises stacked acrylic plates backed by a thick layer of black aluminum with a nice EVA foam layer with Mavercade etched into the material. It's hot swappable and has an OLED screen, Duroc V3 PCB mounted stabilizers, MX/box style micro switches, and smooth yet lightly textured nylon button caps. A note on the micro switches, mine came with Otemu Silent Whites, but when ordering you can select Otemu Silent Peach V3 40GF Linear, Silent Lemon V3 35GF Tactile, Kale Box V2 Red Linear 40GF, and Brown Tactile 45GF or Kale Pink Silent 45GF. Along the back we have a USB-C port in the middle, our USB pass-through port on the left side, and two tiny toggles on the right. One is the focus toggle, which disables the 4 option buttons, and the other disables the WASD up button for those who want to make it tournament legal. The O2MX runs GP2040 CE firmware and supports PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series, PS4, PS5, etc. For consoles requiring authentication, you'll need the necessary adapters such as the Brook Wingman FGC or Mayflash Magic Boots V1.1. Additionally, it comes with a built-in configuration app for controller customization, 6 default input modes, and multiple SOCD cleaning modes including neutral, up priority, and second input priority. Those interested in custom art can find the various art templates on the Mavercade website. One thing I want to touch on specifically is just how massive this thing is. It's not that the O2MX is as big as something like the Mayflash F500 Flat, but judging from pictures on social media, I was under the impression that this would be about the size of a Big Summit by Granola Arcade, or maybe a little bit bigger. So when I received the box and slid this out of the package, it was like a mammoth to me compared to most of the other controllers I have here at home. The O2 measures 14 inches across, 7.7 inches deep, 1 inch thick, and weighs 1,756 grams. I think this is a great size and weight because you have something that has a solid heft to it, so it sits firmly in your lap and you have a nice length across to work with and plenty of palm space on either side. It's an extremely comfortable controller to use. The edging is immaculate, the layers stack incredibly evenly, and the overall build quality is superb. For instance, I tested whether or not I could hear the buttons rattling around, which is often the case on many other controllers. I found that even when shaking the O2MX aggressively, I couldn't hear anything. There's literally nothing on here that you can feel jiggling around, making the stability of the components and the controller as a whole leaps and bounds beyond most other all-button controllers. Now let's get into the performance side of things. One thing I was especially interested in checking out was how well balanced the spacebar was when pushing down, and it's clear to me the design and construction here are top-notch. You won't notice it if you're just pushing on the midsection, but if you press down on either the left or the right side, you'll notice that the entire key moves downward equally. Which is awesome because I've sampled spacebars where the side you push down has a noticeable lead over the opposite end. It's small details like this that push the O2MX's quality deeper into top-tier territory. In a more general sense, the buttons all function great. They're soft and quiet, yet have a solid resistance that makes the playing experience more satisfying for me. Whether I was doing combos in fighting games or precise maneuvers in platformers or shooters, all of my inputs came out clean and tight, and I didn't come across any problems of any sort. The OLED screen is bright and crisp, the layout feels intuitive, and it's just a pleasure to play on. I could drag this on for a while, but I think it's best to say that the O2MX is something you need to experience for yourself. If you have other controllers, you'll very quickly zero in on what sets this apart and how else it raises the bar. In closing, Mavercade pushes quality even further than I suspected, and it's been awesome sampling this beast since last year. It's one of those rare few controllers where you can buy it and not feel like you want to upgrade for one reason or another. It's solid, it's not too big or too small, it's supremely comfortable, and works like an ultimate weapon. If you're interested in picking one up, you can order them on the Mavercade website for $230 Canadian, or browse some of the other models which are all super cool as well. I'll leave off there for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is the O2MX something you'd add to your arsenal, or is there another Mavercade layout that appeals more to your needs and wants? Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.